Good morning, everybody. It is Sunday, June 28th. It is Great American Bash Day. Welcome to the main event mixer. We are going hardcore with the Fatal 4-Way main event mixers. You are seeing every single main event network talent all showcased this weekend for all the many events, but we are here for the one that we care about here at the Night Shift. We are here to talk Great American Bash the week before our country's big birthday, 250. Let's talk. Let's show. We brought in such talent this time around. We have an incredible cast of characters. And to my, what is this? This way, stage right, the man himself from South Bend, Indiana, my friend who I never miss a show, Pluggo.
The fact that you use the word talent on a show that I'm on is very bold of you. And I appreciate you being an avid listener of
That's right.
Two Beards and 4 Exposure every week over on Love Wrestling. Thank you.
I watch every TikTok though, Pluggo. I do. Every TikTok you post, I do watch.
I need to make more of those. I've been slacking. The coaching duties have been taking over my life over the last few months, but they are slowly fizzling out. So you should see more content from J Gold. Don't worry.
I love it.
Hey.
And next to Pluggo, on the top line, the boss man of the main event network, my co-host, my partner, my friend, Mr. OTM, Kyle.
This is pretty crazy because right now we are recording this, but I'm also playing wiffle ball at this exact very moment. So it's pretty crazy that I could teleport and do two things at once, but that's what we do here at the Main Event Wrestling Network. We make things happen for mixers, and we couldn't do it alone, J Gold. We got a new addition to the Main Event Wrestling Network, the Ope, the three-way. We got Brandon and Pierce in the house, live from Wisconsin. How we doing, fellas?
Doing
good, man.
Fucking-tastic.
It's bright and early.
It's not real. Sorry, it's early, guys. Early.
He's gearing up for his wedding with his lovely fiancée, Marta. Pluggo's met him, I think, 2 or 3 times now and is just refusing to believe it.
Allegedly met him.
It's good to have you guys a part of this, and good to have you guys on the network.
It's great to have you guys as part of the network, and I am really glad we get a chance tonight to do this with you guys today. And we're going to talk NXT because who's better to talk NXT than the Night Shift and, Night Shift and family. So
hold on. Let's bring this up too, because earlier this week, we actually had Pluggo's other half, JPJ, join me for an episode of the Night Shift. Pluggo, I don't want there to be any beef. He volunteered first, so I had to give him the spot. I hope you can understand.
Wow, because he was quicker to the tweet. You couldn't invite both beards. You have to drive a wedge. Did you notice that when I got invited to this, he asked where his invite was? We're like a package deal, right? No.
I'm trying to split you guys up. Yeah.
That is sleeping anyway.
I would stay up. If I got the invite to the Night Shift, I'd stay up for you boys. All you have to do is listen. Full shoot at the time that we're recording this. I should be getting myself all tucked into bed and ready for my big early morning big boy job. But I'm here for you because I love you guys.
I love that.
But I'm psyched. I'm glad JPJ got to hang with you. He's a good dude. I've heard good things.
We like him over here. I think we're going to keep him.
Pro. Yeah,
he is a pros pro. Without him, the ship does not run, as they say.
Well, I think this crew. I am very excited. I don't know how many 5-ways we do in the mixer, but this is an unprecedented event to have 2 of the allegedly 3 members of the Ope 3-way, Pluggo and the Night Shift. So let's get started, boys, because it is a big night. It is. Look, I am not going to oversell the actual card, but and that's something we can all talk about.
Yeah,
but I think there's some matches on here that are definitely worth, your Sunday night viewing. I am if you're seeing I will be at the Pro Wrestling Junkie show. It's a card. He's a card guy who runs these super cards in New Jersey. So there's a big show that night. It is myself and the guys who own ETU Struggles. Andrew, we're all going there together. Matt Fish, and there's a lot of people on that card. I think Eddie Kingston's on it, and there's just. Yeah, there's just a lot of people on there. So
machine gun chops.
I never understood those. They're so slow.
You
but Eddie's
Donnie
a great dude.
Great, Kyle.
That's
Dude, did I ever tell you that story, Kyle, about when he asked me to go to a strip club with him?
No, I don't want to hear about it though.
Oh, it's a good story. It's just one of those wrestling stories.
Wait, hold on, Brandon might want to hear about it.
Brandon, I'll tell. So Brandon, we were at this. My brother and I go to Ohio for AIW. We spend a lot of time with AIW out there, hang out with the guys a lot, and we're at this bar called Nax. It's in the middle of Brook Park, Ohio, and we're sitting at the bar, and it's like 12:30. We've been hanging out a lot of the night with some of the guys, and Eddie Kingston comes barreling into the bar, and it's him and Swoggle and the Duke, and he comes over to my brother and I, and he goes, yo guys, you want to come to a strip club with a pro wrestler and a midget? And so all we could do is stare.
Yes.
Well, I was too busy drinking. I looked over like that, and I didn't even know what to say. I've never heard that line delivered before. And we let him go. So he ended up going to the strip club with Swoggle and the Duke. And that was probably something I shouldn't have said no to. To this day, I still think about that. But Eddie
said no. Oh.
Yeah, I said no.
I'd have been there to
say. I'd like to see Swoggle. I've met him a few
I wasn't
times.
there to
just for the story, dude.
That's a line you only hear in your dreams.
I know.
It was like the time JPJ and I went to Cleveland for SummerSlam. And we really hit it off with Baron Corbin, of all people. Like, he was the nicest guy in the world to us. Our audio cut out on our first interview, so he let us do another one. And he, told the guys, nope, I'm giving him time. And then we're standing outside with him, and he's like, let's go to the bar, man. Let's go get a couple of drinks. And, we had another obligation that we had to go to. And it was our first media run. And to this day, we're like, should we have just went and hung out with Baron Corbin all day? What we ended up doing was cool, but we're like, you got it. When those opportunities come,
look,
I think you got to jump on them, right?
I'm with you. Imagine how much different your life would have been.
We sure did.
Listen, Plug, I'm with you. But I ended up having drinks with Eddie and Swoggle a million times after that at AIW. So, I didn't lose the opportunity to hang. It was just a matter of the strip club. Shut up, Kyle. You and Sam Beal.
Can you imagine hang out with Swoggle?
I was going to say, would you rather hang out with Swoggle or hang out with the Perminator who's always crushing Bush lattes and eating W's?
I don't like Bush latte. I don't like that. I'm not comfortable with that.
He gave me a local beer when he was in Wisconsin. So
what's the local beer?
With me, it was Lakefront. It was, I can't think of what the beer.
Lakefront, yeah.
It was a Lakefront show.
There's video of Mrs. Pluggo crushing one of those Bush lattes that he threw into the crowd, and I caught it, but I don't drink, so I handed it to her, and she chugged. We started chanting chug, and she knocked it out like a champ.
Hey, shout out to Mrs. Pluggo. Just followed the Main Event Wrestling Network on Twitter. How about that?
Hey, about time. Thanks, honey.
We don't even have that follow yet.
Thanks for support. Thanks for the support, my love.
You got to earn it,
you like Mrs. Pluggo, everybody, and follow the Main Event Wrestling Network. I thought we earned it
because Pluggo, as he says, likes to kick down the door to our show all the time and just shows up. Last time he was there, he did the intro.
It's true.
That's what he does.
Oh, I like that.
I'm still surprised people invite me anywhere, honestly.
Oh, you're such a delightful fellow, Pluggo. That's why,
I try.
We love Pluggo over here. We love the beards.
Yeah.
Mutual admiration society, brother.
That's right.
You guys are too kind. I wasn't fishing for those compliments or anything.
That's what we do in the Discord. We just throw compliments to each other. So if you want to be a part of that. Yeah.
Oh, is that what it is?
Is that what happens in the Discord?
Was that a shot at
everywhere?
Nobody compliments me ever. That's it.
Was that Kyle taking a shot at me for not being in the Discord?
No, that was Pluggo, not every.
He's like, that's where all the compliments are, bro. You're not there though.
Right.
I compliment you every month, you bastard.
Oh no.
Every month.
We are 10 minutes into this mixer. We're not even live. I guarantee you there's people commenting right now thinking we are. Guys, spoiler alert, we pre-recorded this.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Yeah.
They definitely popped up the pre-recorded
Spoiler alert. Apparently Kyle and I have beef. He's taking shots over here.
Hey.
Yeah.
That's why we go head-to-head every Thursday, guys.
That's right. Anyway, all right. So I am going to kick off the show, and I'm going to give the boys from Ope Three-Way the honors of kicking us off tonight. It is the Speed title, and because this is a pre-record, we don't know who is in the finals, but you guys can give us your thoughts. We have Ren Sinclair champ versus either Izzy Dame or Ariana Grace of the Birthright. Fellas, lead us off.
So, first question, can I swear?
Sure.
Absolutely.
I don't give a shit about the Speed titles at all. I respect the wrestlers that wrestle for them, but the titles itself, to me, are just pointless. So I hope Ren keeps the title because I love Ren Sinclair. Both the other women are very worthy of getting a title shot, no matter what title it is. But again, the speed title is just kind of there to me. So I'm going to pick Ren Sinclair for the Ren QCC.
That's right.
Yeah. I mean, I'm a Ren guy myself. If I'm looking between Izzy and Ariana, I mean, Izzy would be funny just to see Carmen go off on her on Instagram. That's a funny fucking trend that's going. Ariana, I feel like with the birthright stuff going on right now, and I feel like it'd be easier for, to see Ren beating someone like Ariana in spite of the fact that Ariana was a former women's champion, knockouts champion.
Don't even start.
But no, this ain't a TNA podcast. I'm gonna say Ariana. Ariana takes Izzy. Ren takes Ariana.
Fair enough.
I'm throwing it up to Pluggo on this one.
Okay. Well, unlike Pierce, no, I see the speed title is at least Ren Sinclair's fun. And Ariana, the birthrights they've been struggling a little bit, man. They need a little winning in their lives. They've been having some issues, but so if Ariana gets the spot, I could see the birthright numbers game kind of being the factor that gets her the championship. Izzy I don't know what they're doing with Izzy, man. Ever since she lost that North American title, like she's kind of lost her way. So this could be a way to get her back on track. But I'd never pick against Ren Sinclair, baby. She's a legend. So I'm going with Ren. But if I had to guess, if Ariana gets the spot, I think she would upset with the numbers game. But that's where I'm at.
That would be a lot of fun. Ariana Grace getting like a upset win. I think she's like the perfect kind of character for the speed title. But I agree with what Pierce is saying, and we've talked about it on the night shift. The speed stuff just doesn't seem to click. I mean, we gave it a chance. It was fun for a little bit, but even Lexis King with the men's speed title, that's not working. And maybe that's what they're going for. Maybe they're trying to have both people in the birthright hold the speed titles and they make a gimmick out of that. I don't know, but piggybacking what everybody's saying, Ren Sinclair is going to retain no matter.
And here's the problem. And Pierce, I agree with you. Here's the problem with the speed title. I actually said to Kyle when we do the night shift, I thought speed was a great idea on NXT. I thought it fit in the right spot. Now the problem is, when you see a good speed match, you want more, and it's just all you're doing is blue balling the audience. And when you see a bad speed match, you're like, there is there's no point in a speed. I don't like the fact that the only way to get to the champ is through a tournament, and the tournaments are so poorly laid out. And as we said before, this has been the theme of the Main Event Network's month, is that WWE tournaments are absolute dog shit. And if you're going to always do a speed tournament, especially where they put guys together where they're like, we're just going to have them draw. Screw it. Yeah. Nobody's going to win, and we're just going to give it to the other guy.
This ain't soccer. This ain't World Cup.
So you just ruin it. And I think the value of the speed title was there to start, and I was digging the whole part of it on NXT because that's where I think it fits. But after a while, you're just like, no, I don't need a tournament after everything. So I'm going with Ren Sinclair. I think it'll play into Kendall Gray later on in the night.
That's what I was going to bring up as well.
Right.
Yeah.
And I think the birthright is completely buried, and so it doesn't matter what happens with the birth. Even though it kills us.
How do you fix the birthright, guys? That's my question, because it's not working.
Better parents.
I mean, bring the parents on. How about that?
Have William Regal and Finlay be the managers.
Right.
Fix the speed title. I just kind of thought of this. Why not give it a 24/7 rule? Just make it something that can be anywhere on the show, and they have to beat them in that 3 minutes, even if it's backstage, if it's anywhere. And I think they can make it fun.
Like comedy, right, Pierce?
I mean, it's already treated like comedy, damn near.
Is it though? Because that match between DVD and EK Prosper or Shawn Legacy, I think it was amazing.
Has been pretty good too.
Yeah, there were some really, really good speed matches that I think if you just let it go another 3 minutes, we would have had something.
Maybe raise it to 5 minutes and then 10 minutes for the finals.
Yeah,
do something like that. There are ideas they can do to make it better, but right now it's just there. And as a wrestling title, just being there is pointless to me.
Yeah.
And it's a title that doesn't really mean much, but Ren Sinclair makes the most of it because she's highly entertaining.
He makes the most of whatever she does.
Yeah.
I was going to say, I don't think anybody on this panel dislikes Ren Sinclair or Kendall Gray.
And if you do, when you're not down with that,
Exactly.
It's the kids. It's Sunday morning, so I don't want to be too vulgar.
Oh, that's true.
For all the children who are watching us on Sunday morning, yes.
No, for the kiddos.
Which also shout out to Ren Sinclair. Ever meet her? Very nice person.
She, I didn't even have a lot of those talents that were on the indies first. I never saw Ren Sinclair on the indies ever, and I know
Eddie
that she was
yeah.
I know she was a Midwestern indie person, but I never saw her. So
I think she was in AEW for a bit, and then she moved over to NXT.
Right, they were all on there. Thea Hale was in AEW.
Fallon Henley.
Yeah, Fallon. They were all on AEW Dark. So
who else was in AEW? Stephanie Vaquer.
Yeah, I was there for that. That was amazing.
Where has she been? Is she still hurt?
Injured.
I think she's hurt.
Yeah.
Come back, please. I'm tired of the Liv Morgan of it all.
Wow.
Yeah,
You're
sorry. It's trouble
nice.
for me, Pluggo.
They did something nice today with some Judgment Day kind of story building.
I'll give you that.
It's still like we had our hot takes last Wednesday with JPJ joined us. And one of mine, you could have showed up. You
didn't give me the link.
Yeah,
I can't just show up.
Strutted right up in the square there, and nobody would have said nothing.
One of the things I said is that the world titles need to be defended more consistently. Liv Morgan is like the figurehead of that. She's held the title since WrestleMania, no defenses. It's like
and her boyfriend.
Well,
it's also because Pierce, she's made out of glass, so they're like afraid to have her like do anything without her getting hurt and losing that title opportunity. It just happens every time.
Then why put her in the tournament?
It's a great question.
And there was a bunch of speculation that she got hurt at a live event
by Sol Ruca, and they forced Sol Ruca to change her to go dark on her Twitter.
I don't think they forced her. I think she chose to because it's the IWC
subs. The stands are the worst.
The worst.
Liv stands are up there with
Liv
the
and
Roman
Roman.
stands.
Yeah.
Oh, they are just absolutely. They're just the worst.
It's like they can't take their blinders off. Like me as a wrestling fan, I can recognize when some of my favorite wrestlers are being shit. Like right now, the Usos are probably my favorite tag team of all time. I cannot stand watching Jey Uso come out every single week. Cannot stand.
Thank you for
Don't
that
need
validation.
it. I do not need Jey Uso. I don't need Roman Reigns as a champion. But that's a topic for another day. It's a topic for another day.
Now, this is the Great American Bash that's going head to head with Forbidden Door.
Bashing everybody, Pluggo.
Exactly. This should be called Great American Burial because it is the burial ground tonight. We are putting them under.
We love NXT though. We do.
NXT. We do love NXT, and it is the best thing going. It is the best thing going.
Everybody, Red QCC.
Best thing going today, baby.
There you go. Good job. That's good. That's a screenshot opportunity right there.
All right. What did I say? What was next year I had written down? Speed. What was it? There we go. Dark State. Okay. So I'm going to kick this one off because I have been on the Saquon Sugars bandwagon since the Indies, since he got into NXT. The man is I am so happy he's away from Dark State and showing what he can do. And Dion Lennox is your next either North American or heavyweight champion. He will be there before the year is out. They love him. They love his shape. They love like everything, his athleticism. They love everything this guy brings. But Saquon Sugars, a consummate professional, did not need to do any of that NIL crap. Straight out of the Indies, straight out of North Carolina. And I am
still
super
can't put
happy.
His shirt on right.
Yeah, you know what? He wore trunks on the Indies, so I was okay with that.
As long as you put a title on, right? As long as you put a belt on, right?
Somebody said this.
You know damn well he's not wearing that. If he ever wins a title, he ain't wearing it the right way. Come on.
No, he's wearing it around his neck.
Yeah.
Or it's either fanny packed or around his neck. Yeah.
So
I know Great Brown Hope in the comments. I agree too.
Oh, is that Ian in that? No, wait, no, that can't be Ian in the comments. He never watches any of our stuff.
Is that Great Brown Hope? Fuck you, dude. That's what I said.
Yeah. Great Brown Hope probably called you old at least 5 times.
At least 5 times.
And I agreed every time, brother.
Talking that shit.
That's all he does, by the way. If you guys, if you ever saw our text messages, he never says anything nice to me ever. Literally ever. I never get him to say at least good job.
All just shit talking in the Discord for the 3
like,
weeks we've been in there.
Yeah, he's
GBH,
like
please come on and say something nice about him. Say something nice about Jay.
That's even worse. Don't force him. It's even worse. Trust me.
Yeah, now he's going to lean into it even more.
I appreciate you.
Well, thank you, my friend. Thank you. I sometimes I need a little positive reinforcement because I get run down in the private chat.
Did you actually make a pick in this match though?
I did. Saquon Sugars wins this match. I think he's great, and I want him to continue on as like a face. And they have too many heels as it is, so let's get a guy who the fans can get behind. So I'm going with Saquon Sugars. I'm going in reverse order. Kyle, I'm going to you next.
Yeah, I don't need to add really much to what you're saying. We talk about this a lot on the night shift. Make sure you check us out every single Tuesday after NXT. Saquon Sugars has it. He's always had it. The dude just gets it. Deion Lennox is the future, just like Jay Gold was saying as well. I'm not really sure who wins match 1 here because I'm assuming this is going to be a multi-match type of feud because for the time being, I don't think there's a spot for them in any of the title scenes. They're eventually going to get to that point by the end of this year for sure, but I'm going to flip a coin and basically just go with Deion Lennox here because I think eventually Saquon will get a bigger win at some point and maybe it'll be in some type of stipulation match down the road. But for now, let's start it with the heel picking up the victory and have Saquon have some more to fight for, you know?
Pluggo?
I got to disagree, Kyle.
Ooh.
I don't disagree with everything you said, but I disagree with the outcome. I think Sugars, the more interesting way to do this and keep it going is he sneaks out a win here where Deion Lennox kind of like overlooks him a little bit. He's got the buddies in the background. Saquon, has a hell of a match, rolls him up at the end, and then that just kind of pisses him off. And then we probably get I think you can get a few matches out of this. But I don't think if Deion wins it out the gate, I think that kind of takes out the momentum from Sugars a little bit. I think like Jay Gold said, you got to keep building up a guy that somebody can get behind. And if he takes a loss right here, I don't know if you're gonna, winning, you get behind
do it in a heelish way.
He could, but then you get too cute when you do that every time. Like you gotta give me the surprise Sugars win, and then the Dark State guys are like, you're not gonna catch us slipping again, and we're gonna run it back, and maybe we get Deion and Saquon 1-on-1 proper in some type of gimmick match. But that's where I'm leaning. I'm leaning with Sugars all day, every day, twice on Sunday.
You're probably right.
Yep.
How the words taste coming out your mouth.
That's fine. I got nothing against you, even though you think I hate you.
It's because I
hate your baseball team.
That's what I was just going to say.
I hate your baseball team.
It's the baseball team that I love and support that you hate, so you take it out on me.
Who's higher in the standings right now again?
Hey, listen, man. Cubs are going to Cub, man.
Why are you wearing an Orioles hat then?
Because
he likes all hats.
I like all hats. If you would pay attention to any of my content, Jay Gold, I wear a different hat almost every time.
Sports team is non-negotiable. I don't wear anybody else's logos ever.
He's a hard
No, I will wear anything of it as long as I don't hate you. I'll wear you. So it's very few teams.
I hate everybody but my
easily
own.
Bought.
I even hate my own teams most of the
time.
Well,
lids.com is very cheap. I was actually shopping for hats as we were getting this thing started. I just bought another one. I got to stop.
Lids.
I got to. Huh?
Lids.com clearance?
Oh, dude, always.
You know what we need? We need a Main Event Wrestling Network hat.
I was just going to say. Or a Night Shift hat. Yeah.
We're going to start with the Main Event first because we're all part of the Main
Event.
Fine. It ain't always about the night. He's always, you notice he's always trying to put over his own.
Then bleed into specific logo.
Yeah, I noticed his background couldn't be Main Event Wrestling Network. It had to be Night Shift.
Because I'm representing the Night Shift. I don't need to. Main Event's up in the corner up there.
I think I got the best background here though. So
sure.
It's similar to Paperclip Mike.
How more
TV,
fitting?
Got my PlayStation. Like, what more could you want?
I mean, Brandon does have the most fitting background. Am I right?
USA.
I mean, look at us.
USA.
Just look at it.
USA.
Happy birthday to us.
I might be in the Wisconsin area come SummerSlam weekend. We'll see. I might come see you boys.
Wait, are you going to SummerSlam too, Pluggo?
I might be. We'll see. Fingers crossed.
We got a Summerfest going on right now.
Fingers crossed.
We got a Summerfest going on the weekends. Come by.
Where's that?
See some fireworks.
Summerfest is in Milwaukee.
Milwaukee, eh? Because they're trying to distract the Milwaukeeans from the Giannis trade. They're like, come look at fireworks.
Oh, no,
that's why they have so much soccer in the UK. After the war, they just ply them with soccer, so they can't think of any kind of heartache, and everybody just watches 8 million soccer teams.
Anyway,
all right, guys. Yo, Ope, give me the lowdown on this one.
I agree with Pluggo. It's got to be Sugars. They gotta put some fire under him. If Dion wins this match, it kind of just stops that momentum that they built up for Saquon right now. If it's in a cheap way, maybe it could work, but I think Saquon sneaks out with a win and then he gets beat down by Dark State after the match.
I'm not letting you guys flip me.
I feel like Saquon's going to have to contend with some Dark State during the match. I mean, I feel like this is kind of where the heat's at. Like, it's not going to be able to wait, especially when you're considering Dark State as that equation, right? So, that being said, I feel like I'm actually pretty in agreement. I feel like Saquon winning this match would be beneficial to him, and I think it'd be beneficial to Dion in the long run too.
You're get kicked off the network, Brandon.
I'm with you.
Off the boss.
What you mean?
Oh, don't worry about him.
You're all against me because
takes
when
all
you're next
dog
us,
shit
you're
anyway.
against us.
Yeah. So
who likes their boss? I mean,
right. I'm with you though. There's no.
I
if
like
you have Dion Lennox wins, the feud's over. Like if Dion Lennox, Dark State gets their win
smaller
back.
than all of you.
Listen, tiny little man. This
Can't
is
wait to
just what
stand
happens.
next to you, Kyle, so I can show you how big I am.
Oh, you're gonna have to give
We
me a
in
hug,
Minnesota.
brother. I'm a hugger.
He is.
Oh, that's happening.
Bring it
And
in.
about 47 beers later as well.
Oh,
I
hell
got all-
yeah.
You
You
got all
did
the
say
hugs.
my first
Give me
beer
the
was on
hugs.
you, right? You did say that.
I did.
Yeah, verbatim, yes. Oh, did you say that or did I say that, Pierce? Maybe we
I
both
said I'm buying the
You-
beer.
You get 2 beers,
I think
Kyle.
you both. That's 2 then, right? You heard it
You
here.
get 2 beers.
So if
Two
you guys
beers.
come to the
And
East
3
Coast,
if Dion wins. 3 if Dion wins.
Hey, hat trick.
if you come to the East Coast, I'm buying drinks. It's just you guys drink beer. That's easy. I'm a brown liquor guy. So
Why
if
can't
I
we
come
get
to you
Jayco
guys-
come to the Midwest?
Well, here's the thing.
eventually.
I usually start with espresso martinis, so
Oh,
That's
I love
not a-
espresso
that's-
martinis.
Give yourself a
Not
little
a
spritz.
drink.
And the night with the Rumpelman shot, you down?
Oh,
Ugh.
Jesus, it's
Rumple
Yeah.
It's been a minute.
Say
I'll
goodnight.
do it.
am I gonna have to DD you guys home?
Yes, Dad.
It's
No,
possible.
we're professionals.
Sounds like it.
No, yeah.
He's got
Brandon's
a rally in the back
Brandon's
of an
got
Uber.
this. They
They're
live in
paying us
Wisconsin.
75
They
bucks
do
for
that
a
when
pew.
they were 12.
Yeah, literally.
Don't worry. If I'm with you boys, I'll drive you home.
Oh, that's so sweet of you.
Block party.
Bless your
We're
heart.
doing all sorts of connecting
Bless
here
your
today.
laddie.
All
That's
right,
what we do at the Main Event Wrestling Network, Jay Gold. We connect.
that's right. We are on a
Speaking of the
different
network,
level.
We also got to mention that your reigning, defending Main Event Network trivia champ is here today. We did not.
True.
Oh,
mention
yeah. You didn't bring that up, Jay Gold. You're going the wrong way, Pluggo.
Speaking
No,
of,
not- on my screen, it's
Champ
perfect.
is
that's the
here.
Kyle. I forgot to tell you, I did Who Wants to Be a Millionaire wrestling on Kind's show this morning.
Kine has a show?
Yeah,
End of the show.
I wouldn't
And I-
know because he
I did
starts it and
terribly.
stops it every other week.
yeah. It's been 2 years since Robbie Collins did it, and I took over and I bombed out after 3, but I went through the other answers. But yeah, it was very difficult.
Should have
So-
phoned a friend.
I
got
could.
help.
I actually. He says no phone a friend, and he had to give a hint. So I
What?
used up already my things. They were hard. I can't do matches. Like I don't know
Same.
years
I
and
forgot
matches.
what
But
happened last week.
right, but I do know moments. So I was killing it on any kind of like moment he was naming. But I
Right.
could not give you like who won. Who was AJ Styles' first opponent at WrestleMania? How the hell
Shane
would I
McMahon.
know?
Jericho.
It was
Oh,
Chris
WrestleMania
Jericho.
32.
Pierce. There you go.
Jericho.
It
Yep.
was Jericho.
I didn't
There
know
was
that.
one time me and Brandon were at
Shane
the
was
bar, and
32.
I like doing like history and just reading wrestling
Yeah.
history. I named off every single WWE champion in sequential order.
That's insanity.
Wow.
That's like
Yeah, I was
that's
keeping
like
track too.
that's
so wait,
insanity.
is he going up head to head with Sam or is it Mike?
It's Mike.
Why is Mike
I
getting
do
the
want to
shot,
be there
not
for
you?
that. I would like
It's
to
good
be the mediator for that.
That's
So,
fair. Yeah, because Mike, I guess, made the game up. We got to get him involved.
It's like a predator waiting for his
yeah, you're just
most
waiting in the
vulnerable place.
shadows.
Ah!
Yeah.
To pounce
Cash
on
in my
all
money
your
in the bank.
There you
Switch
go.
right.
to the wrestling one.
deep well of knowledge.
All right, let's get to the next one. Let's get to the North American Championship and something in the same vein as what Pierce has said. I don't give 2 craps about this match, but here it is. Miles Bourne and Tavion Heights. Brandon, I'm gonna let you start off. Give me let's get going.
Well, it is a great American bash, and these 2 guys, Tavion Heights, obviously being a former Olympian.
We get it.
I gotta believe, I gotta believe Tavion's taking this one. I think it's time for him. Maybe. Well, let me think here. Yeah, no. I'm gonna lock it in. Tavion Heights.
Ooh,
Wow,
upset.
champ.
So,
Pierce?
Giggold, I'm going to have to disagree with you. I'm super hyped about this match. I think both these guys are really great. We met Tavion last year. He's, if you ever get the chance to meet him, the nicest, coolest dude, makes time for everybody, and is just always like positive. But I think on Sunday it's going to be a little less positive because I think there might be some sort of heel turn. I don't know of which side. It's probably going to be the Tavion side, but I do think Tavion's going to take it, and I think he's like severely underrated. I think in the ring he's incredibly good, and I think he's somebody that's been very, very underrated for a long time. So I'm gonna lock in with my co-host here, with my boy Tavion Heights, new champ.
I'm going up to Pluggo before Kyle and I start our night shift rants on this one. Pluggo,
I got thoughts.
Yep.
What is Miles Bourne?
Exactly. Yes. He looks just like Randy Orton.
No, it's not even. I just don't know what he is, right? Like I don't know what is he a bad guy? Is he a good guy? Like some nights he's like I just do whatever it takes.
He's the guy.
Right? Like he's got an awful Brandon. Shirt too. Like
you know what he says to that? He can't hear you.
But he can hear you. He can.
He can a little bit.
I like Tavion Heights. I think Tavion Heights has a bright future. I think I was on a NXT podcast of some type earlier this year. I think it was with Najee, and he was like, "Who's your guy?" And I said Tavion because I really enjoy what he does. I think Miles Bourne retains here, so I think there's a bigger title change to be had down the line here with some of the other people on the roster. Jackson Drake, Mason Rook. I mean, like, there's some other guys here that I think are going to pass Tavion. But I don't know if I love it. Maybe I'm just not a huge Miles Bourne guy. Somebody in the chat make it make sense to me.
Yeah, I'm with you, Kyle.
Donnie will make it make sense.
Yeah,
Donnie's not real or here to do that.
Donnie up in the chat.
Text him.
Donnie's getting Mayor Reed.
I'm putting that picture right on Twitter and tagging you and be like, "Hey, look, Donnie got married."
I feel like, who's that? Not Donnie.
See that blurred outline around his frame?
Right.
Yeah.
It'll say under the picture. It'll say this picture may contain AI generated material.
You're gonna put a fucking community note on it.
You ever see that Black Mirror episode with John Hamm where he tries to stare at the person and they delete them from your vision so you can never look at them again? That's what I'm pretty sure. That one's a good one.
Dope. I like.
I love that show.
I like Black Mirror more than I like this match. Now here's the thing: a lot of things could be true here. Like Miles Bourne and Tavion Heights, are they bad? No, they're not bad. They just don't have an identity. Neither one of them have an identity in NXT right now. Tavion Heights, and we say it all the time on the NXT Night Shift, the most generic, basic, and it's not his fault, Def Rebel theme song, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to start off, it's killing his career already. Yep. That in itself kills the mood right there. I don't care about him. In the ring, these two both can go. I'm not saying they can't wrestle, but why should we emotionally invest into either one of these guys right now? What have they done in NXT to make you care?
He comes out in a kimono.
That's what I thought.
He wears a kimono or a house coat.
Like, Miles Bourne's gimmick so far has just been that he's deaf.
And he's trained under Randy Orton. That's it.
He's Randy Orton.
Like Randy Orton. Like, if you put their drop kicks side by side, you wouldn't be able to tell which is which.
I have never seen a student of a talent look. His body type is the same as Randy Orton. His arms are the same length. Go ahead, Pluggo.
May I ask a question to the mix? Yes. What's more likely, Donnie is real, or that Miles Bourne is Randy Orton's son? Yeah, exactly.
Being real because he is.
The fact that I'm even sitting here thinking about that for a second.
How are you contemplating this, Brandon? You know Donnie is real.
Listen, it's been a long day, Pierce. No, but
you are believing Pluggo over Donnie.
I have a feeling. I have
a hunch that a certain OPA 3, because there are categorically 3 of us, I feel like that probably wouldn't exist had we not had confirmation that there is physical reality of all 3 parties.
I thought Pluggo was the third one.
Shout out to Donnie.
All I know is that after this mixer, there's going to be like a sit down in the office, and Ope's going to be like, if Pluggo's part of the network, we got to go.
No, if we didn't have a sit down after yesterday's mixers with Tim Vicious and the Blog World Order on there,
oh Lord,
man, I tell you what. That's gonna be a hoot.
I hope everybody likes that one.
I'm gonna like it. I'm gonna like all the mixers. Who else is doing 4 live shows, 4 show previews in one weekend? I don't know any others.
No, and it's not any specific wrestling move named website that's doing it. It's just us. That's all I'm saying. So, my opinion on this, by the way, Tavion Heights, the one leg sleeve drives me nuts. The house coat kimono he wears to the ring drives me nuts. It's just I've seen Jackson Drake bumped all over the place for him last week, made him look like $1 million, and I give him full credit for that. Jackson Drake's my guy to be the next North American champion, no matter what. I'm always going to be on his hype train. But I agree with all of Pluggo. I agree with you. What is Miles Bourne? What the hell is he? Like, where are we going? What exactly am I supposed to be invested in? And
well,
why?
Pluggo said it too. There's so many other big names in that division that could be in this title picture.
Yep.
Other than these guys.
Yep. And I'm just, why am I invested in a feud between two guys who left the Charlie Dempsey faction over a year ago, basically at this time? Like, it's over. It's over already. It's like
it was a long time coming.
Yeah, like, but it's over already. Like, it's if somebody like when the Shield broke up 2 years later, I just don't care. Like, if you're gonna see Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns, don't bring up old Shield stuff because it doesn't matter. Like, don't bring up any Ren QCC stuff. It doesn't matter. Like, there's nothing there to bring this match together. We're missing that what do they call it? Umami, when you bring in good food, when you make food and you have that ingredient that just brings it all together. There is something missing.
That's a big word.
Umami. Big word. I'm a big food guy. I like to eat. So, yeah,
I'm a big food guy. I like to eat too, but I don't. Yeah, well, we need a little Umaga. Umaga, is that what you said?
Listen, if Umaga was in this match, I would be very happy.
Hey, shout out to Jacob Fatu's Umaga shirt. That thing.
Yep. And then, so I don't know if it matters who wins this match. It really doesn't matter. And I think in the end, I think it's going to be Miles Bourne again. But
I didn't even give my pick. Miles Bourne is probably my pick.
Yeah, it really doesn't. It doesn't matter. Yeah,
that's crazy that I didn't even give my pick.
I gotta go for Tavion. That's my guy. Again,
I'm sure he's a very nice look. None of this is personal. And you know what, Pierce? You know what I say? None of this is personal. When you do televised wrestling opinions, it's a lot different than the indies. So when we do the indie wrestling guide and we say stuff about shows that we don't like, I get 50 DMs or text messages from promoters, from talent who are on those cards like, what the hell, dude? Blah, blah. TV guys, they have a very thick skin. They go through it. Right. They understand. We're not ripping on Tavion as a person. We just don't like it on TV. I'm telling you, the indie stuff is a completely different animal.
I don't disagree with that, but it's not on Tavion. It's not on Miles. It's on the booking. They haven't given them anything besides Miles is deaf and he's doing this for his community, and he's also Mr. Vacare too, which is pretty cool, I guess. And like,
well, they started to give Miles some edge early on in his title run, where he was like fighting Ethan Page in a suit and was but then they cooled it off a little bit, and it's like, kind of keep going.
Yeah,
but give me the killer Miles Bourne then. There's like Bourne Identity.
It would. Well, that was Matt Bourne. I mean, Matt Bourne was
Bourne Identity.
That was Matt Damon.
No, Matt Bourne was Doink the Clown. Evan Bourne was the high flyer. Matt Bourne was Doink. Yes,
one of the best RKOs happened from an Evan Bourne spot.
Maybe Miles Bourne should track his roots back and be like, I come from the great line of Evan Bourne, Matt Bourne, and he's just
Jason Bourne,
right? In the end, he's Jason
Jesus
Bourne.
Christ, it's Jason.
Listen,
Bourne.
Tavia, this is a Bourne ultimatum.
Right. Start using Bourne puns.
Oh, if they start doing that now, we know they're watching. Yep.
See, there you go.
Bourne does have great one-liners. He's got to make a Bourne pun at some point.
I agree. Yeah, I agree.
That's just in the wings.
tailor-made. We're gonna make this happen, Kyle. Right? We're gonna put this in the ethos. And
hey, shit happens when
we
the
like
night
to put
shift
it out
says
there.
Things. Hey,
Yep.
Shiloh Hill follows the night shift. He checks us out from time to time. Maybe Shiloh's in the chat right now. Shout out to Mr. NXT.
Tristan Angels? Tristan Angels? Okay,
There's
shout him out.
No way Tristan Angels. A is Mr. NXT. B in the chat.
I'm a fan of Tristan Angels. I like him too.
Tristan Angels is my Mr. NXT.
Listen, anyone who comes out in the
supremacy.
In the banana smuggling trunks is all good for me. If you have that kind of confidence, you go, boy. Do it.
Yes, boy.
Anyway, all right, let's get to the women's title. Yes. This is so.
Yeah, yes.
So let me tell. So I'm going to start only because Kendall Gray and Kyle and I, we love Kendall Gray on the night shift. The problem with Lola Vice, and it has always been.
Why do you got to go to the negative first? Why is that always the first thing you?
I said we love Kendall Gray. I'm picking Kendall Gray immediately.
He did say he loves Kendall Gray first.
It's her time. It's her time. The problem with it, the thing is Lola Vice. The chase for Lola Vice was much better than the title reign. And then when they gave the mic to Lola Vice, it is one of the more, if not the most annoying parts of her overall presentation is her on the mic. So she's great when she's with Mr. Iguana. She's great when she's in the ring. As soon as you give her the mic, I am done. I'm out. So I am ready for somebody, and I think Kendall Gray is ready to be the face of NXT Women and can honestly carry this brand for the next. And I even had it back in February. I thought she would be the champ by August. I think this is the perfect time to do it. Let her carry the women's division. She is the top of the food chain when it comes to talent, how fast she picked it up. She's the one. Mm-hmm. So if she doesn't get it here, I think you have done more damage to her overall in the long run if she doesn't get it here. So this has to be Kendall Gray's turn. Pluggo.
Yeah, I think it's time for Kendall Gray. I think she's really hit the ground running, and I actually picked her to win the first time. I said shock the world with her, go with the hot streak. They did this, they played it safe, and they she's got to earn it type thing. But I think now is the time. Go for it. Lola Vice, like you said, has been doing some things with Mr. Iguana. I think they clearly see Lola as a bigger deal, and I think that's maybe part of the reason that her title reign hasn't hit with a lot of people is because she's also doing the AAA stuff. She's killing it over there. I think they see bigger things for her. It would be a perfect opportunity right here, right now, tonight, to give it to Kendall Gray. Why not? No disrespect to Lola, but I think it's Kendall's time.
Pierce?
So I agree the chase is better than the reign, which is usually how it works for a babyface champion.
Mm-hmm.
But they didn't really do much with Lola post reign. And I said at the beginning of the year for look into the future with NXT that the obvious choice to put the title on and then give her the reins was Kendall Gray, because she is Kurt Angle 2.0. Somebody who just gets it and is already better than everybody else. And I don't mean that with any disrespect. She's just that damn good.
Mm-hmm.
I think you have to strike when the iron is hot, and it's still as hot as it's been with Kendall. So put the title on her and just let it ride.
Brandon?
Yeah, I think Kendall's a standard bearer. I think she is what all these women coming up in the new crop of NXT talent are going to have to really climb over in order to get to her, to get to that level. Kendall's gotten there so fast, and she's going to be such a dynamo. She's going to be such a force for years to come. Now, I think when you compare her to Lola, they have great chemistry together in the ring. And when you consider both of their backgrounds too, it gels very, very nice. But Lola's been in NXT for a bit now. Lola's already proven just about all there is to prove, and she's got her fingers in a couple different pies right now, particularly like you said, with AAA. So I feel like it's time to really kind of hone in with Lola. I feel like her losing the NXT Women's title allows her to do more. And they could use people to chase after Flamer, right? I mean, La Catalina is there too, right? And maybe with the exception of one or two others, but there's not really a lot that I've seen as far as challenges or threats to Flamer's title reign, which I believe is over 1,000 days as of right now. I could be wrong, But Lola Vice is one who I could see just based on how over she is in Mexico, based on other factors, wink, that I think she could be a fixture over in AAA. I think her losing the NXT title just makes sense from that perspective. Or she could check out SmackDown. I think she's main roster already. I don't think there's, like I said, anything more she needs to prove in NXT with how long she's been there and what she's accomplished.
I don't think there's any room right now. We talk about all these women going up, and then when they go up, then they're lost in the shuffle. And I just don't think there's any room on the main roster for Lola Vice right now. I think, yes, you're right, to go to AAA would probably spend more time there, but I just don't think there's any room for anybody on the main roster right now. Kyle, sorry.
Yeah, I was gonna say I want to get into this match a little bit too. Give me a piece of this pie.
Go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
Not everybody is better as a champion. Some people just don't need a championship, and I think Lola Vice is one of those people in the WWE that doesn't need a championship. She's already over. You guys have already said it. She's got crossover appeal on other brands. She could get a call up to the main roster and be ready to go. I kind of agree with Jay Gold, though. I think it's kind of filled up right now. Maybe not on Monday Night Raw. Maybe you could throw her over there on Monday Night Raw and there would be a spot for her. But SmackDown, they definitely got enough going on over there, and that's where her boyfriend is. So they like to pair those two people up, obviously, when they're married.
Who's that?
In real life, Lola Vice and Damian
Priest.
Oh, right.
Yeah, but like what you guys were saying with Kendall Gray, there's a reason I only spent money on a few people when I went to WrestleMania for meet and greet.
Well, they canceled all the other ones, so that's
no, that is not true. Like, they didn't really cancel that many. I mean, they did cancel Joe Hendry and Shiloh Hill, but I digress. Kendall Gray is the future. She is Kurt Angle 2.0.
Yep.
She's got it all, like you guys were all saying. We've already spoke at length on how good and how talented and how bright her future is in the WWE. You could call her up to the main roster tomorrow and she'd be ready to go right away, but she needs a run at the NXT title. It's a great spot for her, all-American girl, amateur wrestler growing up, winning at the Great American Bash. We're going to be 250th birthday coming up here on July 4th. Come on now. That's a perfect storm right there for Kendall Gray.
What was the last great visual at the Great American Bash? Was it during COVID when they had, was it Karrion Kross? Oh, Keith Lee winning both, right?
Keith Lee winning
I think it was actually when Undertaker submerged Paul Heyman in cement.
Oh, was it Paul Heyman?
Dude, I was watching
Paul Bearer.
I fell asleep after work today watching the Great American Bash 93, I think it was.
What was that one? Who was in that one? Was that Flair?
I don't remember them. I felt it was stunning. It was stunning. Steve Austin was the opening match with beautiful Bobby something.
Bobby Eaton.
Dude. Maybe. Yeah. And I was like, "Hey, this is," because I was scrolling through YouTube.
How many? I would love to know how many pay-per-views Bobby Eaton opened up for WCW in the '90s, in the early '90s. It had to be a ton. Yes,
enough of them.
Oh, he was just the best. Bobby Eaton was just the best. Honestly, Pluggo, I'm in for that. I'm in for falling asleep during watching a good show. Most of the time, it's during golf.
Wrestling? Yeah, dude.
Hell yeah.
That's why I just turned on the indie wrestling guy before bed.
Very nice. Very funny, Kyle. You're a funny guy. You're very funny.
Zing!
Yeah, we better get to this main event before a fight breaks out.
Yes. Everybody loves to take cheap shots at Josh. That's all right.
Hey, everybody loves Tony D'Angelo.
Oh, here we go. Tony D'Angelo versus Naraku, formerly known as Evil. And let's talk about how this is going to go down, because I think Tony D's championship reign has been underwhelming. I think Naraku has got something going on.
Because they sent everybody up to the main roster after he won it.
It's correct. There was nobody left. They had to rebuild. They had to rebuild the main event scene from scratch. We do have Mason Rook. We have that guy Cam Hendricks, who, no, thank you. And we have Naraku, and Naraku. He surprised me with his wrestling because he wasn't known for his wrestling in Japan. He's more of a visual gimmick guy, but he did very well. I was very happy with his match with Mason Rook. I'm very excited to see where this goes, but I do think we are going to get some interference from some of his evil counterparts, his friends. So I think Naraku is going over. I think it's the end of Tony D'Angelo's reign. I'm going to throw it to Kyle for this one.
Yeah, short and simple. It's Naraku's time. I don't know where Tony D goes from here. That's the biggest question of it all. But I think the lineage is Naraku, then Mason Rook probably taking it off of Naraku, and then after that, it's kind of a free-for-all up in the air. You can name a couple people, but I really can't name off the top of my head. But Naraku's going to go over here just because, like you said, the Tony D reign really hasn't had much to it, and some of it is not his fault, of course, but it just feels like Naraku's time. It feels like we're genuinely here going to be starting a new era, I guess you could say, in NXT after the Great American Bash.
Yeah. Pierce.
I agree. It just feels like it's a sauceless Tony D'Angelo. Where's the gabagool?
Hey,
gabagool of war.
No, the chase was fine. The title reign has been whatever. But part of the reason that Evil Naraku did not work in New Japan is because he was all substance, and New Japan is mainly more about the graps. And he was never known as a big graps guy. He's had a bunch of good matches, don't get me wrong, but substance is what WWE is all about. There's a reason it's called sports entertainment over there versus professional wrestling, even though more it's professional wrestling now. But I think it's clear Naraku's going to win. Is there going to be interference? I don't know. We've been hearing rumors about Hiromu Takahashi coming over. So
that'd be fucking gnarly.
Maybe he comes in and brings his little cat buddy. I think that'd be cool. But I think it's Naraku's time, and I do agree it should be Mason Rook after that. Is Naraku a dad? I don't know, but it doesn't matter. That guy's going to body slam him again.
True. That's a good one.
Brandon, you're next. I'm going to let Pluggo close this one out. So, Brandon, you're next.
Yeah, I don't know where else you really go with Tony D past Naraku. I guess you could have him run to the new guys, but then what's really kind of the point, right? Like, I feel like Tony D's done his thing in NXT long enough. I feel like Naraku is kind of the catalyst to this new wave of NXT that we're going to be experiencing here for the next little bit. I was pretty impressed with his command of English too. I never really heard him talk in promo in English much, obviously, given the fact that he's in New Japan, but like he's got a very strong handle on it and he can characterize along with the pros. So there's a lot of potential with him as far as like how he can, portray himself to an audience, which is awesome. He's already very talented. I've been watching him now for Christ. I want to say like past 10 years, ever since he was doing excursion stuff over in Ring of Honor when it used to be worth watching when he was Takaki Watanabe.
Tangent now.
I'm just saying, no. I remember Young Boy Evil watching him from then to now, and same with Martinez and all them too. When he became Damien Priest, it's just cool to see. It's cool to see them develop and continue to develop.
Let's just be glad the House of Torture is gone. Like,
oh wow, thank God. Yes. But I think Naraku is the right guy to win here. I think him being dominant with that title for a bit will serve him and the roster some good. I think he's a good guy to chase, kind of like what I was talking about with Kendall Gray. Like you got to kind of climb the mountaintop in order to get the summit. I think Naraku's a good summit man. So,
also before we go to Pluggo, it's also like a prestige champion for NXT because he's one of the most decorated wrestlers in Japanese history. So like
G1 finalist,
it adds something for the NXT title.
No doubt.
Pluggo?
We got to remember, friends, that this pay-per-view is going up against Forbidden Door, so they're going to look to grab some headlines wherever they can grab some headlines. So Tony D'Angelo losing here seems like the way to do that. But my boy Mason Rook, conveniently not on the card as of the recording of this. I say he comes in here and he busts this thing up, and maybe we get a three-way down the line, or he just stands to Naraku at the end there, and then that's your next pay-per-view. I don't know what you do with Tony D after that, but
he still has to beat up Cam Hendricks, Mason Rook, for costing him that match last week.
Hey, so he's big, he's bad, he can body slam everybody. It's okay, but he needs to make his presence felt on this pay-per-view.
I have a feeling, Pluggo, you mentioned that, by the way, the Forbidden Door.
Yeah,
when you look at this card doesn't threaten Forbidden Door one bit.
No. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying they're going to try to grab some headlines, and Tony D winning doesn't grab as many headlines as the former Evil winning in NXT grabs a few.
And I think this show is going to be over before Forbidden Door even gets through a match and a half. Yeah, This show will be done by 8:30, a quarter to 9.
That's what I plan on doing, is watching the Great American Bash live by itself, and then it'll be over, and then I'll just pick up wherever they're at on Forbidden.
Kenny and Zack Sabre Jr. is going like 90 minutes.
Oh yeah,
man, I just don't care for
time limit draw, baby. Time limit.
How come people don't like Zack Sabre Jr.? Why? I love him. I've always loved him.
I'm not a technical guy,
dude. I saw Zack Sabre Jr. versus Jonathan Gresham at the Bloodsport Live last year. Best match I've ever seen live.
Dude, in 2012, I saw Zack Sabre Jr. and Johnny Gargano at Evolve in Deer Park, Long Island, and that was one of the Joey Styles was at that show.
Wow.
And that was one of the matches, and that was one of the sickest grappling matches I've ever seen. The two of them went for about 23 minutes. It was unreal.
I get why people do not like technical wrestling, but when it's done like as well as somebody as Zack Sabre Jr., can't beat it.
Well,
no, you're right.
A hater.
I was going to say, my criticism of Zack Sabre Jr., while he is terrific, it's the fact that he just graps for grapping's sake, like all the needless transitions that he does, and just like, oi, mate, look how I can bend your body this way. Oh, look at
Listen, if you can do it, do it.
You know?
Wait, Brandon, are you a Pete Dunne? Are you a Pete Dunne guy?
Well, Pete Dunne's not as, I would say, overzealous as Zack Sabre Jr. is.
Where's Pete Dunne been?
He
did at an indie show the other day.
Oh, yeah, wow. He did.
He's been in some wacky shit apparently.
But Brandon, if you're gonna break somebody's fingers, right? Like you better break them. Like I don't want to keep. I hate seeing this and like and the guy's like my finger, and then I'm gonna poke you with them anyway.
But he's also twisting a guy's arm literally 5 different ways. Like wouldn't you just go for I guess that's in Zach's character to show off. Like, oh, look how many ways I can spin around. You might like I don't know. I don't even think I did Zach's right. But
breaks armbar.
If you want more in-depth Zack Sabre Jr. talk, stay tuned for the AEW Forbidden Door Mixer coming up after this.
That's right. Great plug. That's a great pluggo.
Professional.
I'm pretty good at what I do when I feel like being
Poncho.
good.
Poncho for 3. If you are enjoying this, you could watch this. And by the time this is over, you could start this at the start of Forbidden Door, and there will only be a match and a half in as well. So you definitely get on this as well. Forbidden Door is going to go till about midnight. It's going to go 5 hours. There's no doubt.
Yeah.
So watch Great American Bash. Pick up Forbidden Door. Watch all of the Fatal 4-Ways, the Fatal 4-Way main event mixers, and we're going to start doing some plugs as we have come to the end of our match card, and I'm going to let the boys from the Opay 3-Way give their plugs.
Should I take this, Brandon, or do you want to?
Well, I mean, you could find us on all your, your average social media uses there, your Facebooks, your Instagrams, your X's, maybe even YouTube right here, at this little platform here. We tend to be found at @OP _A3_way. They wouldn't let us use hyphens. But be sure to catch us on Thursdays when we tend to put out our weeklies. We're going to be having our good non-AI cohort, Donnie, rejoining us hopefully later this summer, so stay tuned.
Wait, he's a robot?
Yes.
Definitely check out this week's episode.
I maybe should have made them more.
It will be out when this goes up. We are having the drummer of Downstate, Mark Esses, join us.
Yeah. Nice.
That's pretty cool.
Pluggo, you got plugs, Pluggo?
Well, if you're seeing this, I hope you tune in Thursday as we did a Pick-a-Palooza. So if you want more insight into all the 4 shows that went down here, Between Two Beards with JPJ, at B2Beards on social media platforms. I am Pluggo. You search Pluggo, my face pops up. That's where you find me. And For Exposure every Saturday with Blair Pacheco over on Love Wrestling, at Love Wrestling CA for all my stuff.
Hell yeah. And before I send it to the boss, man, you can find me over at the Indie Wrestling Guide, IW Guide 1 on Twitter, Guide on Instagram and Facebook and YouTube and patreon.com/IW Guide. And every Tuesday night, the NXT Night Shift live at 10:15. Tuesday at 10:10 after NXT. it is live every Tuesday. And this week, if you
People are
watched
already saying that they love JPJ more than
no,
they
they're
love
not.
Jay Gould.
They're definitely not. They actually
I
wrote
got
to
so
me.
many texts.
They wrote to me and said that was horrible, and we miss you so much. And I said I really appreciate it. So, and it was actually Great Brown Hope who wrote to me and said I miss you on the show. So
you are fake.
Okay, that's just bullshit.
Yeah, now we know. Now we know. Cap, that means lie.
I'm going to plead the fifth on all this.
Do we have anything on the soundboard for that one?
Kyle,
we do have a soundboard. I haven't used any of it, obviously, tonight, but I do got one. Don't worry.
Yeah.
We'll get it out eventually.
Kyle, you want to take us home?
Yeah. Why don't you give us a subscribe if you enjoyed what you were seeing this weekend? Because not just one, not just two, not just three, but 4 main event mixers previewing all the action going on. TNA, AEW, NXT, WWE. We talk about the indies over here. So hit that subscribe button because we have nearly daily uploads going down here. That QR code above Jay Gould's ugly face. Go ahead and check that out. And that's how you're going to be able to subscribe to us here on YouTube. And when we get to 400, Pluggo says he is going to buy a St. Louis Cardinals jersey for me.
You'd have to get to 400 million.
Oh, wow. I don't think we're ever going to get there, bud.
Well, there are enough people on the planet.
Listen, I'll do a lot of things, but that ain't happening. I'm sorry. Not for 400, brother.
Well, hey, at least your wife gave us a follow, and that's what everybody else should be doing.
She's the most famous Pluggo.
That's what people are saying. It's not just her saying it.
No, yeah.
The Bleacher Report says it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Obey three-way saying it.
Yeah. See?
All right, you.
The Obey three-way has fake people on their shows, so I don't know if we can trust what they say.
AI generated.
No AI over here, but guys, thanks again for checking out episode 55, Main Event Mixer episode 55, and go check out the Forbidden Door preview happening today, 3 p.m. Eastern. That's going to be a lot of fun. Appreciate you guys. We'll see you next time.
See ya.
What up, though? You already know what it is. Best in the world, a.k.a. The Problem. Isaiah Broner. And you watching the Main Event Wrestling Network.